want to add something, you just raise your hand and you can help me. By your mercy, you can say something else. So, today we're going to read from the Bhagavad Gita, this second chapter entitled Content of the Gita Summarized. And the text will be text number 66. And it goes like this: Na yuktasya, na jayuktasya bhava, na jabhavadyantas sankir aswantasya kuta sukham. One who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? So purport. Unless one is in Krishna consciousness, there is no possibility of peace. So it is confirmed in the 5th chapter, 529, that when one understands that Krishna is the only enjoyer for all the good result of sacrifice and penance, that he is the proprietor of all universal manifestation, and that he is the real friend of all living entities, then only can one have real peace. Therefore, if one is not in Krishna consciousness, there cannot be a final goal for the mind. Disturbance is due to one of an unlimited goal, ultimate goal. And when one is certain that Krishna is the enjoyer, proprietor, and friend of everyone and everything, then one can, with a steady mind, bring about peace. Therefore, one who is engaged without a relationship with Krishna is certainly always in distress and is without peace. However much he may make a show of peace and spiritual advancement in life, Krishna consciousness is a self-manifested condition which can be achieved only in relationship with Krishna. Sorry, I have difficulty to read. Glasses not very good. So we're going to try to make some understanding and some light in this verse. So I'm going to ask you some questions, and also I'm going to try to explain, okay? So here, the first sentence is, one who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence. What does it mean? Transcendental intelligence. We hear a lot about artificial intelligence. Now we're talking about transcendental intelligence. So this is transcendental intelligence, not artificial. So transcendental intelligence, what does it mean? Can explain. Transcendental intelligence means that whatever you may think of, that if you utilize your thinking in order to absorb yourself in Krishna consciousness, and you do it regularly and steadily, then you may say that you have a transcendental intelligence. But the intelligence in which that help you to satisfy your senses will never get you to that point of satisfaction. It will bring you just trouble and surely not peace and surely not happiness. But for someone, actually we have to know who is Krishna and what is our connection with Krishna, of course, because it is like to be transcendental or to be absorbed in Krishna consciousness would be, or to follow some principle, because we have to follow some principle. in order to get rid of the urge of the body. The body is always asking. The senses are, there's always object can be like happy. And this is not there. Most of the people in this world, I mean, 99.999% of people in this world, they don't have transcendental intelligence. We say TI. Transcendental intelligence, none of anybody is naturally going to have. Because intelligence means also knowledge. Because you have to make some discrimination. Intelligence means that you have to choose, making some decision. And that comes also with some kind of knowledge. And if your knowledge is not transcendental, then your intelligence is really not transcendental. But the transcendental means that it transcends the action-reaction from this natural world. So if you're still in the bodily concept of life, then surely that your intelligence will not be transcendental. And why is it that someone will be in this level of understanding, like bodily concept of life? Because they haven't got the knowledge to get higher. So, and what is this knowledge? Krishna is right here in the second chapter, giving Arjuna this knowledge. Very much the first thing that Krishna has mentioned is that you want to tell you that you are an illusion. You're not the body. What you think that you are, and the knowledge that you acquire into your senses are false. So for someone who is not used to this knowledge, someone coming from India, much used to this knowledge, but someone who is not used to that knowledge, so what is that? But it makes sense though. It makes sense. So if you are not the body, what is it that you are? And Krishna will reveal that you are like a spirit soul. You are spiritual. You're not coming from matter. And then the next question will be, and what is it? What is the soul? And what are the quality of the soul? And one of the quality, it never be created. It's Krishna never created. Krishna has no creation. So it's part and parcel. We are part and parcel of Krishna. Never have been a time that we have been created, and never going to be a time where we will cease to be. So the soul is eternal. Just that. Isn't it fantastic just to know this? Your spirit soul eternal. So you cannot die. Right there, when you strive, now your intelligence has some knowledge. This is some knowledge. Knowledge coming from Krishna. Of course, there's so many knowledge. Someone on the street can tell you anything. But is there some value to that? So this knowledge that Krishna is giving to Arjuna has some value. And it has to have some value for us too. So how do you make value to a knowledge? Is to follow it. When you're following it, then you're making some value of that knowledge that you receive. If you're not following it, Krishna may say whatever he may say, but if you don't make any value, it doesn't. There will be no value. But since Krishna is saying it, then all of you, I think that we all agree that if Krishna says something, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Buddha, he is the cause of all causes, he is the first. And don't think that you have no value either, because the spirit soul has so much value too, coming to the Lord. And then when we get that knowledge, and then your intelligence can make some discrimination and get to that level, transcendental intelligence. I feel a little bit more peaceful. When I meditate on this, I know that I'm connected with Krishna. I know that I'm spirit soul. I know that I don't belong to this material plane. I know that there's like in the spiritual sky, like there's Brahma. We are studying the Srimad Bhagavad, and Brahma is studying is like giving some knowledge also and praying Krishna. We met Krishna and is mentioning that there's another world, and that Krishna also mentioned it so many times. There's another world. In that world, everything is made of one energy, spiritual. Not like here. Here there's many energy, material energy, and in between this material energy there's so many things also you can see. But in the spiritual world it's always one energy. And everything is subject to full of knowledge, full of eternal, full of happiness and individual also. This kind of knowledge makes you peaceful. I was reading a reflection from a Christian saying that wherever I go, God is with me. Why should I worry? It's a kind of way also for us to understand that Krishna is under control. It is mentioned there's a peaceful rule also when we see that Krishna is controlling it. And Krishna is with us all the time, connected with us. If there's a lack of connection, sometimes you may feel, I don't feel God is here. It's a good thing because Krishna made this world to make you believe that God doesn't exist. So if you get to that conclusion, this makes some value to Krishna's creation. Krishna's creation meant for you to protect Krishna and it's to its purpose. Krishna is great, no? Sometimes atheists come to see me and talk like that and I say, wow, you don't believe in God? Great, I love it. And then they are surprised. Why are you saying this? I'm saying, oh, because Krishna made it in such a way that people like you and almost everyone will not believe in Him. So He created this world in order to make sure that you will not believe in Krishna or you will not believe in God. And for me to hear you telling me that you're not believing in God makes that Krishna created this world in a proper way. No? He made this world in a proper way. You don't believe in God. And then they're always surprised. Because you don't have the knowledge. Krishna consciousness can give so much knowledge about transcendental knowledge, about our identity. And if you want why is it that Krishna is mentioning in the beginning of the verse? This is quite severe. I find it severe. And Prabhupada is quite severe too. One who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness, right away. One who is not connected, right away, with the Supreme. One who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada, first sentence also. Unless one is in Krishna consciousness, there is no possibility of peace. Then, fine. Like that. People are trying so much to have peace all around the world. They're trying so many things. And here, I'm very sure, I'm going around here, and I'm asking each of you, how can we get peace in this world? And everyone will say, oh, you get peace, you be to get aloof from the material world. Because the more you want, more you're in trouble. All the time is like that. But those big leaders all around the world, they think that they can have peace with machine gun. They can have peace with war. Why are you making war? Are you making war? What to have peace? Why are you trying to have peace? You are in war. You are making war every year. Like that. It's so sad. It's so sad. You see, but at the same time, if you go on the street and meet people that you never ever met and you're asking them if there's some possibility that there's a God or something higher. Most of the people will say, I believe in something higher. I believe in spirituality. I believe that, yes, of course, inside of us, how can you be sure of life come from matter? No one can accept that. And those who say that such a thing, they are just puffed up. They just want to show off. But deep inside, they even know that life comes from life. And we can prove it. And now, if you want to investigate, try to find out the origin of life. If life comes from life, then might be an origin of life. So this origin of life is Krishna. Krishna is the name of God, meaning that l'infiniment fascinant, all attractive. Fascinating. Yeah, this is God. You are fascinating too. All of you. All of you are fascinating. But Krishna is the ultimate. It's infinitely fascinating. Like that. So, you see, you heard about this Notre Dame church in Paris, huh? Everyone have heard that? It's burned like 5 years ago. And, you know, they tried to collect money to rebuild it. They collected money, and you know how much money they collected? In no time almost. Perhaps in the beginning of the renovation or the rebuilding, they collected $1 billion. 1 billion. 1,000 million dollars. That's a lot. For people who doesn't believe in God. So people, most of the people, I believe in God, I'm telling you, most of them. And if you just have to tell them a little bit, let Krishna speak, let us repeat what Krishna said, and then you will start to see. You will start to see from within. And from within, the thing that you're going to see from within, and you're going to choose, will make you in that platform, this transcendental platform. It makes a lot of sense like that. So this Krishna consciousness has to be introduced in our life nicely and properly. And it will bring us ultimately peace of mind. That peace of mind is good. Peace means peace of mind, for sure. But not only peace of mind, but peace among people. Christmas is coming right now. And there's a lot of Christmas songs. And those Christmas songs, it's not all about peace. And people want peace. But if you accept, but they're trying to have peace without Krishna, that's not possible. Impossible. You will not get peace without Krishna. You will not get peace without being transcendental or being Krishna, spiritual. It's impossible. You may try to put Krishna consciousness or spirituality aside, but it will not happen. And also we have to be honest in our following. We have to be honest. We shouldn't be sectarian. We should be like very intelligent and make intelligent choice. Krishna called that Buddhi Yoga also. You could call it Buddhi Yoga. It's the yoga of intelligence. Krishna believes in you. Krishna believes in all of us. He believes in us in such a way that we make the proper decision. And the proper decision is always the decision that is related to Krishna. And the proper words, the same thing. The proper hearing, the same thing. The proper saying is the same thing. Everything, all the senses being utilized in Krishna consciousness, make them vulnerable. And bring and verses before, Krishna is mentioning, if you keep on in this path of yoga, no doubt, it's mentioning it. Krishna is mentioning that. If you cannot believe Krishna, who will you believe? So much people are saying so many stupid things and make you believe that what they're saying is the truth. But this is not the truth. But when Krishna speaks, he speaks the truth. He never wanted to cheat. He never wanted to cheat anyone else. And the connection has never been cut. Sometimes we have connection with friends and we cut connection, no? Sometimes. But sometimes it's not even coming from us. It's coming from others. But in that situation, Krishna never cut his connection to us. It's always been there. Always been there. And it's just, and his intention is that you come back home, back to God, and this is not, this body is just an illusion. This body is not real, it's not real identity, it's temporary. You know, you think that the spiritual body has to go to the toilet every day, or you have to wash it and take care of it every day, like you do it, just to make it clean, getting old, imposing that on us all the time. It is not like that. It is not like that. This is all an illusion. We have to get out of this. We have to get out of it. And we have to do it. We have to do it in such a way that it takes what it takes. But you have to do it sincerely. You don't have to impose it also to others. If you imposing it on you, if you're imposing it on you, it will shine. Shine on you, crazy man. It would shine. It would shine when a devotee shine all the time. I'm telling you, when you meet a devotee of the Lord, it's always nice, always beautiful. Never anchoring for anything. He may have money or not money, it doesn't belong to him. It's always Krishna's money. He may have things, but it doesn't belong to him. It belongs to Krishna. He is never afraid of losing anything. He's never afraid of gaining something also. People want to gain. They want to gain. Gain for what? What is it that you want? You know, the lottery. You see now, again, it's Christmas. Everyone is buying lottery like hell. And they're giving that as a gift. For everyone. So I don't know what they want to gain, to be frank. You're never buy these things. The devotee doesn't lose his time of false illusion. It's illusion. So, and if someone gets money, let's say that someone got money, what is he going to do with it? Oh, we're going to have a big house. A small house is good enough. Oh, I want a big house. And then a big house and a big car. 2, 3, 4 big car. A jet. And then a boat. And what is it? What is your happiness? What is your peaceful? What is your peace of mind? You want to give money to your family member, but it doesn't make them Krishna conscious. You are poisoning him. You are empoisoning them, and you are poisoning yourself. This is ignorance. This is why we have to have this transcendental intelligence. If you have the transcendental intelligence, then you will know what to do. You will know what to do. And you will never have any lack. You see, these people, they have everything, a lot of money, but they are lacking. They never have enough. So they're lacking something. And the devotee is very poor. But he has Krishna. He has Krishna. Everywhere he goes, he has Krishna. Everywhere he goes, Krishna is there. He can see Krishna everywhere. He can feel Krishna. Can smell Krishna. Can see Krishna. Everything. So, there's no problem. Problem solved. All the Isn't it perfect? This Krishna consciousness is not perfect. This Krishna consciousness is not fantastic. It's incredible. So in the conclusion, besides telling you that we have to be very serious about our practice of Krishna consciousness by coming here regularly, and also by helping us to distribute Prabhupada's work, of course, and helping us to maintain this temple also. And coming here regularly, bring your family, your friends, your children, and little by little, they will go to the spiritual well. All of us will. It's a promise from Krishna. Not my promise, Krishna's promise. So, does it make some sense? I think it makes some sense, doesn't it? It makes sense. So, now, you just have to have some action. I got a Christmas gift from a devotee. It's just a Krishna. I love it. This is my best Christmas gift. So if you want to give me some book also, this is something that you can do. This is the December month. We always try to give more books around, so you could participate. Like Hillel is going every Saturday on the street. We go, but no pressure. We go with no pressure. We just talk to people, and then one day kind, we present it in a nice way with Krishna consciousness, not in an acceptable way. This is the only way, we are the only one. Not this kind of deal, not this kind of approach. Yes, there isn't any way. There's just one way to God. Just one way. This is a fact. But this one way is the love of God. And your way of going to Krishna is good as much as your love is developing. That's easy, as easy as that. Don't make it too much difficult. Don't make it too much with all kind of rules and regulation and you're going to go to hell. No one's going to hell. We are in hell right now. So you cannot go. You thought, tell me it's heaven here. Is it heaven? Now you go outside. It's very cold, snow. It's also humidity. You have to heat this place. It doesn't work out always. So many places have difficulty. So this is winter. So this is not a proper place for us. So if you can just get out of this situation and you can get out of that situation by becoming Krishna's instrument. Like Arjuna here. He became Krishna's instrument. He became Krishna's instrument in that situation. So this is the same for us. You can become Krishna's instrument. And to take I know you know, every one of you knows that. When we talk about Krishna, it's always joyful. It's always fun to talk about Krishna. It's always fun to talk about relationship with Krishna, his paraphernalia, his activity, his pastime. It's always nice. It's always nice. It's always nice. I'm telling you, it's always nice. And it's always refreshing for us. It's always nice and refreshing. It's also and transcendental. About this world. Transcendental means about this world. It's always about this world. And this is what we are wishing to all of us for Christmas, and this is what we are wishing to all of you in the new year coming, to be more Krishna conscious. Any questions? Any comment? Comment is good also, not only on the question.
You're the best of this research here. You.
I'm just asking. Yeah. So, of course. Yeah. Okay. For the books, you want me to talk about more than. Okay. So, if you are not what do you call that? Confident to distribute the book, because it's not easy. But like I said, when we go in the street, you come with the devotee, and the devotee are very easy with people. You know, they talk very easily, and they approach people in a very easy way, and there's no pressure. There's a special, I'm going to tell you a special secret mantra. Maybe it's this super secret mantra. It's just to say, hey, how are you doing? That's it. How is it going? What's up? Where have you been? And then when people are surprised, and then it's like a whole friend that you haven't seen for so many days, and then because you see that we are quite like that with people, it makes it very easy. But at the same time, you can approach myself, our son, Shamarupa. Shamarupa goes on his own. The street is very good. And you can sponsor those. We can give you receipt for it also. Like money that you can get back from the government. So it's a donation that we give you. And that donation we buy the book from the community, and then we will distribute them for you. That the benefit will be the same. So this is the way that when I became a devotee in 75, Gokulananda was talking. Gokulananda is an old friend of mine, and he's still here. He was talking like this, so I was the first one to buy like a few cases of books because I have a big family. So I did buy a case of a Krishna book and Bhagavad Gita, and he was surprised. And by myself, I thought it's just natural. So I was so surprised to be able to get this Bhagavad Gita that everyone was talking about. I thought that it was a secret book no one could have. And it was hidden somewhere. But when I find out that we could buy it, it was just natural for us, for me in Montreal, Canadian. So it was a revelation. So please, just consider that. Consider to be more Krishna consciousness in your life. Consider to be helping this temple. Consider to be like there's here. There's also these are fraternity in the temple. You can also take some responsibility, help us in some way. And I'm telling you, that's going to be the best time of your life. Sometimes there's some song like that. It's going to be the best time of my life. That was the best time of my life. But at the time of death, it's going to be a little thing. At the time of death, when you're going to just about to get passed away. If you remember, what was the best time of my life? I'm telling you, the answer would be when I was Krishna conscious. And I'm hoping that I'm still Krishna conscious. And it was when I was doing something for Krishna. That was the best time of my life. I'm telling you, you don't believe in me. Do you? Who doesn't believe me? You believe in me? I'm telling you, it's going to be true. So just do a little something for Krishna. And Krishna, again, in the same chapter, this little thing that you may do for Krishna will never be forgotten. You may forget it, but never Krishna. Never. And then with this little thing, that's going to be the best time of my life. And then you may write a song. The best time. That was the best time of my life to be Krishna conscious. Thank you.